Just added the Idoing head unit in the Tundra. This sucker is a sweet. Time to throw the Idoing touchscreen into the Gen 2 Tundra. We got a Gen 2 here with the stock. It's a platinum stock head unit. So we're going to take this sucker out and give it some technology. All the goodies. And there she is. Alrighty, we've got all our cables laid out here that were in the pack. Nice and organized. Beautiful little screen. We are going to start hooking them up where they go. These were the leftovers. I didn't use the USB. I didn't use these two USBs because I plugged in the factory USB. This one is not used for my Generation 2 Tundra, which is the Platinum with the JBL sound system. This wiring harness is not used. This is the mic for the hands-free. I tried the one that's like built into the head unit and it worked pretty good, so I'm just gonna put this on the side and maybe put it in later, maybe not. This is for the GPS and internet and stuff like that, which I'm not using these because I'm using hands-free. So those are the leftovers and that guy. Okay, these two things, they're labeled. This one's for the GPS and this one's for the modem antenna. I'm not hooking them up because I'm not going to use them because I'm going to use CarPlay. So that's this guy here and this guy here, which if you want to hook them up, go right ahead. I'm not going to use them, so I don't need to clutter up the dash. So we're going to plug in our USBs. So this is like a 6 and that goes in right here. Clips facing up. Just like so, clips in, and this guy's a little four pronger. Right, folks, figured it out to make the factory USB work. So this little 4-pin USB, you can plug this in and run it out your dash and use this, and this one here too. I'm gonna actually unplug this one because I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use either of these. These are just extra charging ports. You can run it down and kind of make a thing or whatever, but I have enough charging and junk in here. But anyway, so this little guy, this black one, goes down and plugs into the 4-pin where the USB plugged in. So, and then that hooks to the factory harness. So I plug this sucker in, and as you can see, she's wirelessly charging. So that's sweet. I'm just going to take this out because I'm not going to use it, and I don't need extra wires in there. This plug here, this is for the RCA and the phone mic and stuff like that, and this is also like a SIM card. And then that plugs in right here. Everything plugs into its own spot. Can't really plug things in the wrong. Alright, so this main harness right here, this is the power one. So that black plug plugs into here, and this little black and yellow plug is the fast charging cable, which plugs down here. So this one right here plugs in to this guy, and that's for the knobs, the controlling of the knobs. So this guy, which is kind of near this plugs in here. This yellow and black one plugs in here. And we plug this thing in here, and these white plugs go to the factory harness of the truck. Power, clipped in. This guy, it's a little finagling to get it around there. It only plugs in one way. If it's not going in, don't force it, but clips. And then this little guy comes around, plugs into here. And again, if it's not plugging in the right way, rotate it around. There you go. And one more from this main harness is an 8-pin, and the 8-pin plugs in right here. And this is the backup camera, so that plugs in here. Alright, clicks. And then one of these plugs into here. I'm not sure, they both say back video in. So we're just going to try, let me see, this guy or this guy. So when I hook these up, I think there's going to be one that doesn't get hooked up or something like that. But I'm going to check that out when I'm in the truck. Alright, you got your 10mm, your trim tools. I have 3 of them just in case I need them. So open the center console here. I have a little tray in here, so we get this out of the way. Oh, first things first. Sorry. First things first. Unscrew this. Take this guy off. Alright, we're going to use 2 hands. And we're going to pry this edge all the way around here and get this piece all up and out. Alright, I literally just got the pry thing under here, pulled up a little bit, under this corner, pry it up a little bit, and this whole piece comes up and out. So we'll take this guy up and out, and you can see all the clips and stuff, but it really just popped out super easy. So, my auxiliary, this is just for my wireless charger that I'd shoved in there, but take these guys open, and then you're supposed to put your thumb in there. Well, first of all, unhook the battery so you don't have power going to stuff. Then open these and just pull straight out. But I'm going to use 2 hands. Okay, got pried along the edge there, and these kind of just, it helps to pull it up because they're kind of angled down. I also kind of worked the trim around there and just popped them up and out. So now that's out. And then this thing, you're supposed to just grab here and pull, just like so. And the internet always makes it easier. And my little clip broke off and fell down in there. So we will just unhook this right here and put this aside. And the little plastic clip broke off and fell down in there. So then, up under here, we got 10 mil, 10 mil, 10 mil, and another 10 mil up in there. Alright, used a double extension to get up in there to get those back bolts. Don't need to, but it makes it way easier. And then all these are out, and this should just pop straight out. Hopefully a bunch of the clips don't break off, because this is a 2014, so sometimes the plastic is not as bendy. So we will pull this sucker off. Alright, we got the, that just popped right out. Here's the clips. We're going to reuse those on the Idoing head unit. And now I'm just going to start unplugging wires. Alright, my apologies that it's dark in here, but that's what you got to do when it's just the time that I've got. So make sure you don't lose these little guys. They're factory radio clips. Okay. Now we're going to start plugging all these things in. I set a nice towel, well, dirty towel, in here. Now I'm going to start hooking the factory harness up to the corresponding plugs. Alright, so we went through, we plugged in all of these things, and there's a couple, these 3 on the Idoing wiring harness don't hook to anything, hands free, but you got to use the Idoing mic. And these two, one of them is probably a GPS, because my factory thing has GPS. So this harness right here does not plug into anything, and that's one of the options for the backup camera. This harness, on the other hand, this guy does plug into something, so we're going to plug that into this single one right here, and there we go. To make the factory USB work is, so this little 4-pin USB, you can plug this in and run it out your dash and use this, and this one here too. I'm gonna actually unplug this one because I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use either of these. These are just extra charging ports. You can run it down and kind of make a thing or whatever, but I have enough charging and junk in here. But anyway, so this little guy, this black one, goes down and plugs into the 4-pin where the USB plugged in. So, and then that hooks to the factory harness. So I plug this sucker in, and as you can see, she's wirelessly charging. So that's sweet. I'm just going to take this out because I'm not going to use it, and I don't need extra wires in there. Everything seems to be working. Put her in reverse. You can put settings on here to get rid of some of the lines and stuff like that, so I'll go into there and do that. So far, this is my phone connected to it. I got Android Auto wireless. A little wireless charger right here. All the buttons work. And I'm not going to go into like functions of this thing right now, but I did have to hook up this guy right here. Forgot to hook that up, which is the antenna, obviously. So like I said, there's 3 things that aren't hooked here. I need to run the mic for the hands-free. I'm going to test it right now and see how it sounds without this, using the mic from here, because there's one right here. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, clip on the, sorry, bad lighting here, hold on, fire this up. Clip on those little yellow clips from the factory. Arrange all your wires in the back. There's tons of room back there, so you'll be able to do it. Yeah, those couple things aren't hooked up and everything works fine. We're going to shove this back in the dash and hook up the bolts. I like it. It's a nice upgrade. Get this lined up. Everything just clips back in. Super easy. Now we will set our center console back in there. You only use 2 of the screws to hold this on here. So she is in and looks good. Factory USB works. Sorry, down there you can see her plugged in right there. I will say, super easy plug and play for the Idoing. Hook up all the things that I said, you know, like you can use these USB guys, but you don't need to. I don't need to. And this gray one we do not use. And then we will just go. You can set this up so it automatically hooks to your phone when you turn the car on. Lots of settings and stuff like that. Won't play any music because I don't want to get shut down, but she plays good. Sounds really good too. I have the JBL speaker, or the JBL system, and yeah, sounds good. Definitely worth the upgrade. Brings the Tundra into the 21st century. So Idoing for the win. Super easy, nice fit, looks good, and plug and play. If you follow my directions, it's pretty easy. All the steering wheel controls work, so volume up, next song, stuff like that. Push this, it activates Siri. which is nice. Siri, stop listening. Hang up, make phone calls, all that kind of stuff, which it's super nice. Hitting the back arrow goes back. So that's pretty rad that the controls work as well. So definitely worth it. So if you want CarPlay to start up, I'm not going to go through all the functions of this thing because there's so many. Like, it's kind of just fun to go through all your menus and just customize it to your liking. But you go into settings, general, and then you scroll down to these are personal settings, so like automatic car settings, so you can select any of these to start up first. I selected CarLink, so when I start the car, it comes on with the hands-free thing. Oh, our reverse trajectory switch, so that is, we're going to turn that off. So now when it goes into reverse, it's just the factory lines from Toyota. I mean, it's blown up and stuff and not the best quality, but that's because that's Toyota's camera back there. So many options, and you just kind of have fun going through it. All right, I'm going to show you in the daylight how this sucker fits. Just commuted to work, and it works wonderfully. You can see that nice fit. Fits in there like it's factory, and a huge upgrade over the stock head unit. And like I said, I had the JBL head unit, but hands-free, nice. Right now my phone's sitting here, and that's it. You can go full map, you got all your apps and everything here. So definitely worth the upgrade. Idoing head unit in the Gen 2 Tundra.